Morning, Sam. Alice.
Morning.
Oh, needs changing. We should get home.
I can do it here.
We need to get back now.
I said I'd do it here. Sorry, Alice. Sorry. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I need you to help me.
Look, you mustn't think like that. You can give him everything he needs. He'll be fine. Hmm?
They're responsible for Dawn's death, and they've covered it up.
You can't prove that.
The only thing that they care about is money. If the opening would have been delayed, it would have cost them.
Jack's told the health and safety bloke what happened, so if the Kings did anything wrong, then he'll find out.
I wouldn't count on it, though. They'll probably pay him off.
You just have to wait and see. There's nothing you can do.
I'm not going to sit back and let Dawn's killers get off scot-free.
If you start accusing them, you get yourself into trouble.
What do you think I care what happens to me?
Look, I'm going to take Snoop for a walk, so why don't you come with me? It might help you calm down a bit.
I don't want to calm down.
Hello? Yes, speaking. Next week. Can I postpone it? I see. No, I'll be there. Bye.
What's all that about?
Nothing.
How do you feel?
How do you think?
Doctor seemed pleased with you.
This is all I can do. The doctors don't know if I'll get full movement back.
Give it time. There's something I need to ask you.
Kate and Sadie are having an affair.
Like hell they are.
She hit me when the house collapsed, because I knew about it. She could have helped me, but she tried to kill me.
You're talking rubbish, man. You should be worrying about yourself. We've got 2 health and safety blokes crawling around all over the development.
That's routine, isn't it?
They're going to want to know about the JCB for a start.
I sorted it.
You'd better hope the structural engineer gave you duff advice. Have you got a record of your meeting? Jimmy, I'm not talking to myself here.
I didn't see the engineer.
What?
There wasn't time. The foreman, he sorted it.
You never learn.
Matt, King and Sadie. Look in my camera.
Where is it?
There's only one thing for it. Go and see the Kings.
Dad, I don't think this is a good idea.
I owe it to Dawn. I can't just sit back and do nothing.
Where are you going?
He's off to see the Kings.
To get some answers.
I'm coming with you.
Noreen Bell. Yeah, I came in yesterday and identified her personal effects. I'm trying to find out if you've traced any relatives. Someone might need to be told. Would you? Yes, thanks. Still making inquiries.
Then I suggest you let them get on with it. The police must deal with this sort of thing all the time.
I don't even know if she's left a will and if she's got any family. Well, they'll be in it, won't they? How am I going to find out?
Valerie.
I know. Citizens' advice. They might know, mightn't they?
Look, I know you're upset, but what can you achieve that the police can't?
Well, she's hardly going to be priority, is she?
But they have resources, database, manpower.
I know that, but I owe her.
It's not your fault.
I was only Frenchie, Hannah.
You killed her, didn't you? You killed my Dawn!
He wants some answers. We both do.
Dawn was a lovely girl, but it was an accident.
Don't give me that. You don't give a damn about her.
That's just not true.
Hey, it's all right, Matthew.
Stop hitting him's not going to do any good.
Look, you can beat me to a pulp, but it won't bring her back.
Back off, all right? You're not going to get away with this. I know what happened.
Nobody knows what happened. That's why there's an investigation.
If a JCB smashes into a building, it's gonna fall down. You don't need an investigation to tell you that. That's what happened, isn't it?
We are cooperating fully with the health and safety inspectors.
Yeah? You can hide behind your jargon all you like, but it's not gonna save you. Not this time. You've got blood on your hands, King, and you know it.
You are grieving. We understand that. So why don't you go before you say something you'll regret?
Let's go home.
You lost your son. If you had any respect for his memory, you'd tell the truth.
That's enough.
Ouch!
You okay?
Not really, no.
He doesn't know enough to hurt us. Sorry. You.
Oh, she's fine.
Thanks, Dad.
He's made me feel very ashamed of myself.
We've got a business to protect.
And that's all that matters, is it?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the engineer's report. You know, on the JCB incident. Matthew wants to take a look.
Well, you'll be lucky.
Why?
I don't think Jimmy even consulted an engineer.
Well, he must have.
Well, he seemed very cagey about it at the time.
What? If he didn't, then that means...
We're in stuck. Tell me about it.
So I'm wasting my time then?
It seems so.
You know, Carl, that is so stupid. Even by Jimmy's standards.
We'll deal with it. Same as we always do.
What are you doing back at work?
What else would I do? If I stay at home, I just think about what's happened.
I know how you feel.
Large scotch on a G&T, please.
Also large.
I was sorry to hear about Noreen.
Well, pity it's too late.
Valerie's blaming herself for not realising she's missing.
I feel like I let her down.
Now, I told you that's nonsense.
I don't think so. I'm not saying it's your fault, but you feel guilty, don't you?
I'm trying to make it up to her.
How?
Finding out if she had any relatives. Then I can arrange her funeral and sort out her estate.
That's not up to you. You shouldn't have to do that.
Who else is going to do it?
Well, you should see if there's any family.
So I can carry on making money, which is all you're bothered about.
Now, that is not fair.
No, Eric. Getting stuck under a pile of rubble isn't fair. Nobody realising you're dead isn't fair.
I'm glad you're still here. It's something you should know.
It's not Jimmy. Nothing's happened.
No, Dad's just had a visit from Ben Smith.
I've had his preliminary findings. It seems the explosion was caused by a build-up of gas in the airing cupboard and the wall cavity.
The light went on, and up it went.
How did gas get in there?
The JCB must have fractured a pipe when it hit the building.
So it's all down to the JCB.
Looks like it.
Best night's sleep I ever had. You can't beat your own bed. It's a better class of bugs.
It's nice to have you back.
Where's Sammy?
Still out with Samson.
Do you want a tin?
No, Ta.
Not feeling too good, is that it?
That's not right, it's just Sam.
What about him?
Oh, he just got himself in a bit of a state this morning, just wondering how we're going to cope with Samson after I'd gone.
He loves that little fella. He's going to be fine.
That's what I told him.
You know what Zach and Lisa are like. They'll see him right, and I'll do my bit and all. There'll always be somebody there to help.
Yeah, I know.
But it won't be you, is that it?
There's gonna be times in his life where Samson needs his mum and I ain't gonna be there.
I think Faith walked out on our kids, a selfish cow. You'd never do that. And you're being taken away, and it's not fair.
It's Jimmy's, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, I was, going to take it in for him.
Oh, and get some action shots of him having a bed bath.
No, I thought there might be some family pictures in it, you know, cheer him up a bit.
Did you find any?
Afraid not.
Just you and Kane having it off.
What?
And now you've erased them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me.
Huh. I get it. It's Jimmy, isn't it? He told you. That's where you went this morning. Well, he's the one who's lying.
Really?
Yeah, you know what he's like. He'd do anything to split us up and keep me out of the family.
I know.
Well, then you know not to believe a word that he says.
Trouble is, it's not just Jimmy. I saw Kane yesterday.
Thought you might like this.
Well, there's no in it.
No, Chaz bought it for me. She reckoned I should keep a track of how much I was drinking, but I was always too drunk to remember.
Why are you giving it me?
Well, you were saying how you wouldn't be there when Samson was growing up, and how you wouldn't be able to talk to Sammy about it. So I thought you could write down what you say to Samson, like the day before he starts school and he's scared, or when he brings home his first girlfriend, or when he asks about you. And then if Sammy's struggling, it'd be like you were there with him bringing up Samson.
Look, there were some pictures of me and Kane, but they were set up.
You would say that, now that you've destroyed them.
No, it was like what I did to Charity, remember? Exactly the same. Kane grabbed me and kissed me before I could do anything about it. And Jimmy took the pictures and he was blackmailing me.
And why would he want to do that?
Why? Because he wanted to have sex with me.
Oh, come on.
Think about it. If he'd wanted to split us up, he'd have shown you the pictures. And if your father had seen them, well, I'd have been finished. Why else would he hang on to them? Look, I admit, when the house collapsed, I was with Jimmy. I was going to plead with him to give me back the pictures. But then he tried to force himself on me.
You expect me to believe that?
If the house hadn't have collapsed, he'd have raped me.
Even if this investigation clears them, I will get them somehow.
Are you going to tell me what's on your mind?
What do you think?
No, I'm not on about Bob. That phone call this morning, I can see it's bothering you.
It was from the IVF clinic. We got an appointment next week. I completely forgot about it.
Well, that's hardly surprising, is it?
If I postpone it, we won't get another one for months.
Well, you wouldn't want to wait that long, would you?
What am I going to say to Bob?
Well, I thought he wanted it as much as you.
That was before he lost his daughter.
I need to know the truth. If I can't trust you, we're finished.
I did it for us.
Slept with him.
No.
Then what? Tell me!
He did a job for me. I paid him to drive the JCB and hit the show home.
You did what?
Jimmy had just knocked us back over the haulage contract. You saw what he was like.
Could you?
He was trying to put us out of business. He was so smug and self-righteous. I wanted to teach him a lesson.
By killing 3 people?
What?
The JCB caused the house collapse. It's official.
No, it was all over between me and Dawn, but we got on. I really liked her.
Everyone did.
At least I got a chance to talk to her before she died. Told her I hope she'd be happy, and if anyone deserved it, she did.
I know she had a rough time.
Looked like she was finally coming through it as well. She had a lot to look forward to.
Just wish she'd had the chance to say goodbye.
Me too.
No one did, though, did they? I always think I'll get a chance to do stuff, even important stuff. So we always put it to the side, at least I do. So much more what to say. Now I'll never get the chance.
If I could take your pain away, I would. You know that, don't you? I'm not going to say I know how you feel, because I don't. But when I lost Vic, I thought I'd never smile again. Then you came along, and you have made me happier than I've ever been. I'll do whatever I can to help you get through this.
Thank you.
Still got a future. We love each other, don't we? As much as ever.
If you hadn't been here, I don't know what I'd have done.
So we've got to look forward, haven't we? We had such wonderful plans.
I can only live one day at a time.
Yeah, I know. Thing is, some things just won't wait.
What do you mean?
I had a call from the IVF clinic today.
What?
They've offered us an appointment for next week, and if we don't go, we won't get another one for ages.
You weren't seriously thinking of going?
It's what we've dreamed of.
How can you even think about it? I haven't even buried Dawn yet. You really haven't got a clue what I'm going through, have you? You can't have. You're thinking about yourself.
No. Both of us, I know it's bad timing.
I don't believe you. You're talking about bringing another child into the world after what's happened. I can't go through this again.
Bob, you mustn't talk like that. We've got to think positive.
It's positive. It's not possible. I can't think like that at the moment.
But it's important.
It was important. It isn't important now.
Oh, well, please.
I would rather kill myself than have another child. Is that plain enough for you?
You know I love you, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll never stop loving you.
I didn't expect the house to collapse. I simply wanted to slow down the development, wipe the smile off Jimmy's face.
You've done more than that. You've probably destroyed the business.
So what if I have? It's no more than they deserve, not after the way they've treated us.
I spent my life building it up.
Yeah, and precious little thanks you've got for it. You don't owe them anything.
They're my family.
You're better off without them, Matthew.
Is that what you thought when you whacked Jimmy?
I told you that was in self-defense.
I know what you told me. But I don't believe you anymore. He is my brother, for God's sake.
Look, you're upset. I understand that, so am I. But we've come through so much together. We can come through this. We love each other. And that is all that matters. Please, Matthew.
I never had any illusions about you. But I never thought you'd go this far. You'll destroy anything that gets in your way, won't you?
No, of course I wouldn't do...
Don't touch me.
Matthew?
Get out.
What?
You heard. Get out. We're finished.